ain't nothing better than this. Yeah, ain't nothing better than this.
Hello, everybody. We're back. It's Manjelah. I am the Anjelah of the Manjelah. And
I'm the man.
The man of the Manjelah.
Full disclosure, this is the second time we're recording this because I messed up the first time. Well, I didn't mess up. The computer messed up. The computer messed up. It didn't record the audio correctly.
Yes, the computer sabotaged us. And so here we are, going to repeat everything we said. And you may hear some beeping in the background.
Because we're having construction done in our house. And we're just keeping it real.
Yeah.
The pool's going in.
So,
So I'm happy to hear the beeping.
Process with us.
I'm actually very happy to hear the beeping. So since we've been gone.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, we have.
My queen has, I'll give you my download. Been syncing a lot of songs, which is great. Just found out yesterday, have a big check coming.
Yay, sync songs. Manny writes music for TV shows, commercials, movie trailers, things like that. And
which by the time you'll hear this, one of my songs will be on All American if you do watch that CW show.
Nice. Which is great testimony, because praise report, because
I've always wanted to be on.
You wanted to be on that show.
I like that show.
That's a good manifestation right there.
Yeah, because I started off this year with 10 manifestations, which is syncing, I think I said 25 songs. And I'm currently waiting for my realtor in Ohio because another one of my manifestations was owning 2 rental properties this year. About to purchase one, which I'm selling my car to purchase that one because I want to live passively. I don't have to sell the car, but I'm trying to develop a principle that I would like us to live by. So I'm selling the car and using that to buy the house, and then the rent from the house pays for the new car. And then I'm also in the middle of a flip going on here in Valley Village. So I'm excited about that because we should be done in 2 to 3 weeks, and it should be on the market. We'll see how this one goes. So that's all the stuff that I'm doing.
If anybody followed Manny on his Instagram from the first flip that we did, you probably saw the before and afters that Manny did. Is very good work, very creative. It was beautiful.
It was very nice, and we have to walk by it every day, and it always makes me happy because I'm like, man, it looks so good.
It's like bittersweet.
Yeah, because we could be living in that house.
Yeah, that's a long story, but we almost kept it and lived in it, and we decided not to, and then, longer story. So we'll just leave it there. But
moral of the story: trust Manny's gut.
No. Now we're gonna get into it. No, we didn't have all the information at the time that we were making this decision.
But I had a gut feeling.
But we had none of the information.
I know,
that's what happened.
But let's acknowledge the gut feeling. Because the gut feeling was everybody was feeling the stress of not having a place to be in. And so we knew that this project that we're in, we didn't have an end timeline. We're still not done with it. But I knew I was done with that house. So my pitch to Ange and Penn was, hey, we could get into a very dope house right now. All the space we need, everything we need right now. All we got to do is add a pool. That's it. I thought everybody was going to be so happy. No one was happy to hear that news.
Because we already had an architect draw up plans for this house that my heart was already set on. We already had the layout that we wanted, the guest house that we wanted, the pool how we wanted it.
Yeah, there were some compromises.
So it was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to be patient, and I'm going to practice patience, and I'm going to wait for my house. And then we found out that our neighbor on the other side was doing some stuff to his property that was going to bring our property value down.
Not down. He built a fourplex, so it didn't bring it. It's not going to bring it down. It's just you're going to want to limit how much you spend on a house next to a fourplex.
So we decided not to go with our architect plans and just do a minimal remodel inside. And we didn't add any square feet. So it's so much smaller than we anticipated.
Yes.
And so it's a different experience. But yes, if I had all the information when the idea was presented to me, like, hey, we're not actually going to build the house the way we want it, then I'd be like, oh yeah, let's stay here then. But at the time, it was still an option. So let's give all the full details. Trust Manny's gut.
I'm not trying to ignore the full details. I'm saying, do you think because when I brought the idea to you and Penn, do you think that the habit of saying no before yes or
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No, I had my heart set.
Nobody even wanted to hear.
Everybody listening.
Imagine
you
idea.
Think to yourself, you have your heart set on this house that you want it the way it is. It's going to be X amount of square feet, exactly what you want. Or you could have this house, which isn't as much square feet and it doesn't have all the things that you want. Then you're going to be like, oh, I'll just be patient and wait for the other house. Then if somebody tells you, just kidding, we're not going to do that anymore. See, that's the truth right there.
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm not saying
that's
not the truth. I'm saying the biggest gripe the whole year and a half that we've been doing this was, I just want to be settled. I don't like living out of a suitcase. I don't like being on the go.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So when I made the pitch, and again, you're not saying it, but I do think that it's an issue of no before yes, because when I pitched the idea, it wasn't even, let me think about it. Let me go over and see the house. Let me try to imagine nothing. It was immediately no. And I was at the house, and I know how nice the house is, and I know that we can make it work. It had a guest house. It had everything we needed. We just needed a pool. So I was just encouraging Ange to come and at least see it, try to visualize it. Like, this could be a really nice house without having to spend what we're going to spend on this one. It was multiple reasons. We get in quicker, we spend less. Like, it's a no-brainer to me. But I think because, I feel like in these kind of things, you have to be fluid. And like you said, when you know what you want, then you didn't even, like, there's no listening to the other possibilities. So that's why I was like, I had a gut feeling.
That's great.
Babe, it's not a right or wrong. I'm saying, like, I think it's a lesson learned to always at least imagine and
then say no
and move and then say no.
I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion.
Maybe not.
No, I would have.
Okay, but looking back in hindsight, do you at least? Man, I should have at least given my husband's gut a little bit more consideration.
No. No.
You're so funny.
Moving
okay,
right
well, that's
along.
what I was doing. And what Ange was doing is she was on a TV show. Much more luxurious than mine.
No, mine was grueling. It was a lot of hard work.
But it was so good.
I was on The Real Dirty Dancing on Fox. They flew out 8 celebrities to where they filmed the actual movie Dirty Dancing. It was in Virginia. And they had us do challenges, reenact scenes from the movie, do dances from the movie. It was incredible. They paired us up celebrity with celebrity. So it wasn't like you were dancing with a professional dancer. You were dancing with somebody else who also was not a professional dancer, unless you were Corbin Bleu, who is incredible at everything. It was an incredible experience. It was grueling. We were learning dances within 24 hours and then performing them the next day. The food was not great, so all of us were like hardly eating that much. I think I lost like 7 pounds in this 3-week experience because we're dancing all day, exercising all day, hardly eating, hardly sleeping. Oh my God, it was awful. I was sleeping maybe like 4 hours a night. And it was crazy, but it was an incredible experience. I grew so much. I grew into my sexy. And I feel like all the deconstruction work that I've been doing on myself the past 5 years, where I've been letting go of a lot of shame. I've been letting go of, I've been embracing my body, learning about my body, learning about my chakras, my energy, my my power, my creativity, and all of that. I've been learning a lot about my body, my sexuality, and when they called me and asked me to do this show, I was at a perfect place in my life, ready for it. And so luckily I have a very supportive husband who was like, go for it, babe, give it your all. And I gave it my all and made it all the way to the finale.
Yeah, because it was sexy dancing. You had to do your first kiss scene. We haven't done that yet in our marriage.
Yes, because we
That was
talked about
fun.
that before we got
Pre-marriage.
married. Like, hey, there's going to be opportunities in my career where I have, makeout scenes. I have,
Love scene.
love scenes. Like, how do you feel about that? And Manny had one rule.
Yeah.
He had one rule about it.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a second to try to imagine what Manny's one rule was when it comes to love scenes. His rule was that I had to have fresh breath.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because I don't want to be the husband at Holly. Say she gets real, popular, and then all of a sudden at all the red carpets, at all the Hollywood parties, I'm the guy with the wife who has stinky breath. I just can't. That's not something that I'm prepared to live
But
down.
I don't have stinky breath.
I'm just saying, all of us
Good breath.
have a point where we're eating food, and you have
have
to
you
go
ever
to-
dated somebody with bad breath?
Yes,
Like, what is it called? Halitosis, where it's like
I've dated
constant
somebody
bad?
with bad breath that I'm upset that I think she gave it to me.
Like an STD?
Yeah,
Bad breath STD?
babe.
Sorry.
Yes, I have to. I feel like she gave it to me because now I be like real insecure about my breath, and I think it's
funny,
because of
babe.
her.
No, you don't have bad breath.
She gave
you
me
have bad breath
the clap of the mouth.
if you,
That's what she gave me. I'm so mad.
Oh my gosh, babe, that's gross. You don't have bad breath. The only time you have bad breath is if you eat onions, and I can smell it. And I know, listen, I have a very sensitive nose, everybody. I can tell if you're about to have bad breath. Like, it's fine right now, but give it like a good 3 minutes and you're about to have some real stink breath. I can tell if you ate onions and if you ate them today or yesterday, because you could have onion breath in the mouth and then you could just brush your teeth and get it out. But then there's onion breath that's on the inside that comes out of your nose, and there's no stopping that. There's no there's
Very
no gum
insecure.
for the
Made me
nose.
very insecure. So now I
Anyhow.
have to deal with that. So yeah, I have had. But she's a sweet person. I have never told on her. I've never told anybody who it was.
Don't tell.
And I
That's
wouldn't.
not nice.
But I just want you to have fresh breath if you're going to engage in that type of activity. Make it pleasant for everyone. And I thought the kiss was very good. I thought
It
it was
was.
very natural.
It was a very good kiss.
You enjoyed it?
I did.
Is he a better kisser
I-
than me? Be honest.
No way, lover. Look at these lips. Are you kidding
I can
me?
take it, babe.
I mean, they're a little chapped right now, but look, just kidding.
If I smile too quick, I'm gonna bleed.
No, there was a moment, if you saw the show, our kiss scene that we had to do, me and Tyler Cameron from The Bachelorette. He's my partner. And just a tall drink of water, that guy. We have to do a kiss scene, right? And it's the goodbye scene where Johnny got fired and he's leaving the resort and he's saying bye to baby. They give a kiss and then he drives away. And so Kat and Corbin went first and they did their scene. And when we were filming it, they only showed one, but when we were filming it, we did it twice. And so the first take, we did it exactly the way it's written, exactly the way they did it in the movie. And then the second take, they let us do something funny, right? So Kat and Corbin, they did their own funny version. And then it was our turn and we were there in the moment and I was like pitching ideas to Tyler and I was like, okay, what if like we do our kiss and then instead of you walking around to the driver's seat, I'll walk around to the driver's seat and then I'll take off driving. And then he was like, okay, but what about this? And he tried to pitch like a different idea. I was like, Tyler, let me do the funny things, okay? You just be pretty. I'll do the funny parts, okay? And then although Tyler is very funny.
Yeah,
he's very funny. But then he was like pitching his idea. He was like, okay, what about like right when we're about to kiss, but then we don't kiss and you stop me and then you drive away. And I was like, Tyler, do not take this from me. And he started laughing, and he was like, okay, we'll do, we'll do the kiss part.
That's
and
funny.
then he went chasing after me in the car, which was his idea, and that was very funny. But anyways, it was fun.
I think it was a good milestone in our marriage. I because I know how those things are shot, because I did a love scene or a kiss scene in college. And it's so practice. It's so non-romantic. I mean, we're
and you're
like
in front of a bunch of people
and we're counting in our heads. All right, at 4, turn to the left because I'm going to be at this point where the camera's going to be. We're going in a circle around you. So we're literally like counting, like opening our mouth. 1, 2, 3. Turn to the left. 4 because the camera's on this side.
And
so.
ours wasn't even like a make out, like opening mouth or anything. It was just like a nice little peck, but it was a good one. I'm a good kisser. I even got a compliment after they were like, cut. Tyler was like, dang, Anjelah, that kiss though. And I was like, thank you.
Hey,
See,
look,
good.
maybe we're weird that I'm not jealous. I kind of feel like these are the perks in being married at some point to somebody who's secure. You get a role, you get to kiss somebody. It's like, why not, right? There's probably people
but
listening.
ask me how I feel
scared.
if you got to kiss scene.
If I had a kiss scene?
Yeah, what would I do?
You wouldn't. Well, that one time I wrote it into that
music video.
And
what did I say? How come you don't cast me for it?
Yeah.
No, I would be supportive. You had to do a kiss scene. I would. I mean, I wouldn't be like you, like all just like, yeah, like he's the best. Like I wouldn't be like that. I'd be like, okay, cut.
I kind of feel like these are vacations in marriages where, you get to live out little fantasies and come back.
Lover.
I'm just saying it is in a secure environment. You got a bunch of people making sure you don't go too far. I think that shit is so funny, especially if it's your vocation. Like, it's kind of like, I mean, you have to get used to that kind of stuff,
Hey, I like your beanie with this denim. It looks good.
That's why I wore it.
Good job.
If you guys aren't watching on YouTube, you don't know what she's talking about. And while we're there, please subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, do that. Anyway, so to wrap it up, The Real Dirty Dancing, you can check it out on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
It was an incredible experience. I grew a lot as a woman.
I grew a lot as a husband.
Yes, you were very supportive the whole time. And I'm really honored that I got to be a part of this experience and that they picked me to be on the show because I was the last person that they picked. They called me and told me I booked this show the day before I was flying out. So that was fun. But yes, I'm very grateful that I got to be a part of it. So everybody check it out. The Real Dirty Dancing on Fox.
Hulu.
Oh yeah,
on
it's
Fox.
on Hulu. But
check it out. We love you guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye. Later.